Kansas City Chiefs taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 66 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. After last last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
From the 22, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Goff. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Goff. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. To the air again, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Patterson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And at the break, it is the Chargers who are out in front.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2nd and 8. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 28. 64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away. But I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Right back to him on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to lay one up deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, it's Austin, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Austin, and he's got this down to the 35. How about about this offensive line. They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On second and a couple, Mahomes dancing to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important.
Touchdown! It's complete. Travis Kelce from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again on second down. Goff quickly to Hawkinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff on first down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Working with a 2nd and 3. Gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So this this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.